Well, we are on the SURRON still. This is like our 4th or 5th video on this thing in 2 weeks. And you guys are probably wondering, why am I still riding this thing when there's other things we could be riding that I have in my garage or fixing? Well, if you guys weren't watching the last video, this thing actually broke on us, and it was basically the battery management system, the BMS, that's the computer that's basically in this battery that protects it from overvolting and power draw and stuff like that. And I think what it was, there was so much power running, and my buddy that was riding it was heavier than me, and I think it freaked out and basically shut itself off, so there was no damage to the actual cells. The battery is fully charged. It was at like 70-something% when it happened, and it was bucking back and forth on them, so there was some type of issue going on. Now today, I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna see if the battery's okay, the bike's okay. Obviously, all I did is go down the street. Oh, there's a kitty! Kitty! Oh man, I wanted to play with you. All right, so back to the bike. And basically, I'm just really curious to see what's gonna happen, because he was heavier than me, so I don't know if it's because it has to pull his weight a lot harder, so there's more stress on the bike in general. Another thing I had to fix, there's a chain down here, and that's for my pedals, and somehow that had came off, so I got that fixed. There's a little bit of stuff that I need to fix here and there, because we did lay it down in the car, and like this thing was all wonky, so I think I need to zip tie that again, because I think one of the zip ties is broke. This got a little messed up, but not a big deal. Obviously, like, we got the bike home, and everything so far seems good. Now, I was going to go over the Greenline Engineering app to show you guys that you can lower the power on this thing, the amps, because right now I think I'm pushing 280 amps, and this is a 300 amp BMS on here, so something had to happen. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm not going to go through the app. I just want to ride this thing. One of the main actual reasons I'm riding it is because when we got back from that video, I put it on the charger, and I accidentally left it on the charger all night, and it charged to 100%. And we all know how batteries are. They even tell you on your Tesla, your electric vehicle, do not charge to 100%, and do not let it sit there at 100%. So that's why I'm riding it today and making sure that I'm not going to mess up my almost $2,500 battery. But another thing I'm thinking of on why that happened is because I don't full throttle this thing. Like, I gradually get into the power and then I hit it. I never just hit it from like a standstill or 5 miles an hour. I normally kind of get into the power. Like right now, I kind of get into it, and now I'm full throttle, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm thinking he might have just been hitting it full throttle, and it just had so much power pulling him. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But so far, the bike seems good. I'm glad we're not down a battery. We're starting again, like I said, at a full charge. Started at 84 volts. I'm at 82. And can't believe, oh shit. Now there is a little hesitation that I said. If the bike is rolling backwards or at like 0 miles an hour, not moving, the throttle doesn't want to move. It feels like it sticks, like there's no power going to it. So I barely just roll the bike just enough to get it moving. And I gotta say, oh my God, I thought I fixed this mirror already, but I guess I didn't, because it keeps on moving. Man, it is what it is. It's already cold right now, I gotta say. It's gonna be freezing on my way home. I think it's gonna be down in the 30s. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 60 something. My eyes are watering already, so I'm gonna close my visor. Oh, my mirror moved already? Come on. Come on now. Then my buddy was worried about messing up the suspension on here, and this bike's made for decent weight. I don't remember what the weight was on it. Maybe it was 300 and something pounds. I know the Talaria XXX, though, is only made for like 220. Maybe they upped it, because I got the very first one, and I think the second version they came out with was able to hold up a little bit heavier. But yeah, the XXX is not for big people. I think I had my buddy ride it one day, and yeah, it just wasn't the business. Woo! I gotta say, I'm a little worried now giving it full power, because I gotta get to work. I can't be left stranded, so I'm hoping like nothing bad happens. What happened to this car? Looks like it got waxed and no one took the wax off, and then it just got burnt like that. I think I'm just gonna ride in the street. I was gonna go in the bike lane. Maybe we'll go in the bike lane a little bit. We'll see. We will definitely see. All right, I want a lane split. Let's get to the front. I'm a little bit behind going to work. I guess this would be the perfect time for that mirror to be folded in on itself. Woo! Getting pretty close to traffic here. It's a nice day to be riding, honestly. You know what? I didn't look at the weather. If it rains later tonight, I'm fucked. That is one beat up car, I gotta say. Something about Saturn views, man. People use those things for everything. Like robbing our store, that happened the other day. Crazy, man. Those cars get like hammered. I think it's probably because Saturn's discontinued. You can't get parts for them anymore. But man, all of them are jacked. This guy asking for money? Why, he's picking his ass. He had his hand in his butt, bro. He's asking for money. Don't let him shake your hand. That's gross. Come on, man. Can someone go any faster? I don't have my speed up here. Okay, we're going a little bit faster now. We're good now. I felt like we were doing like 30 coming up that, and it's a 40 over here. Come on, guys. Let's get it together. I'm trying to go fast. I got my sur-ron, baby. I gotta tell you though, I am babying it though. I'm really not giving it the beans, man. I am, you always get that nervous feeling when something happens, you know, like it's gonna happen again. Like if your car has an issue, you're always worried about it. Like one of my cars, for some odd reason, I have an evap system like issue, and every single time I go and stop it and get gas, it won't want to turn on. It will crank until the battery dies sometimes. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes it just works. And it's also on E85, so E85 does not help. I thought this guy was gonna make a U-turn. I'm like, please don't, brother. But yeah, anyways, I think about it every single time I go to the gas station to get gas. I was like, is it gonna crank over this time? So now I have a portable battery jumper just because of that reason. And something that I should have thought about bringing was my charger just in case. But I would also need the charger for like charge point locations, because if I'm in between work, like right in the middle, there's nothing I can do. I'm not going to be able to find an outlet unless I go to 7-Eleven or something and they're cool enough with me using their outlet. But that's kind of ghetto at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Just get the battery pop on. I'd rather just have a charge point one, walk into a charge point location, no one will probably be there, and then I can just mess around with it myself and figure it out. So I would have to bring a totally different charger. But I think I might do that next time. It's a big, bulky ass charger. It's a 220 volt. It's made to go on those charge point locations. I have the adapter. It's like a J1772 or something like that. It's been a while. It's been actually, I did a video on how to charge this thing at local chargers. Now, it's now that was back in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a while since I've done it, and it doesn't charge any faster. You might think that you're gonna charge this battery like almost from what, half to full in like an hour or less, and it won't. It's gonna be the same amount of time. So if you have your charge point adapter and your J1772, whatever it's called, if you have all that stuff, it's only gonna charge at like maybe like 10 to like 12 amps with whatever charger you're using. If it's a 5 amp charger that's made for the charge point location, it's only gonna charge at 5 amps. Oh man, oh man. Let's go, let's go. Ah! Stupid dip in the road. That car looks like it has evil eyes looking at me from the back. What the heck? Target. Alright. Oh my god, there's not even a Target around here. What the heck was that? What the hell? He merged, if I can make it, he merged left, then braked, put his signal on, and then made a right. You would think if you're gonna make a right-hand turn, you'd be a little bit more ahead of time and then get to the right. Oh boy, come on traffic, come on. There's something I forgot. This thing is so damn fast that I think I made up all the time that I lost. Let's hit it right here. Get in front of this this car. This thing's fast enough. See, I'm still not on the full throttle. This is full throttle right here. And the reason why I'm doing it right now is because if I have any issues with it, I'm right by work. And I can just set it up and leave it here, and someone can give me a ride, or I'll get an Uber back and come back for the bike. sur-ron lives another day. I'll see you guys at nighttime. I finally get to check out this Fisher Fab House light. I haven't seen this light in over a year, and this bike has all LEDs under it too. Let me make sure to turn this thing off. This thing will whiskey throttle and run into everything over here. This bike is fast as shit.
Isn't that a sick whip? Yeah.
Yeah, this thing dope. And then I have a thing where I can turn off all my lights. Black.
It goes like 80.
Yeah, 74.
Yeah,
2, 3, 4. I like my light too. My light's bright as shit.
Light bright as shit.
Heck yeah.
Do you go on the highway with it or not?
I went on the freeway once with it. All right, let's get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. What a day. What a day. Your boy. I was the only manager here today. Hold on. I didn't have all my power. I was like, wait, something's not right. All right, now we got a lot of power. All right, so I was gonna go that way, but let's go this way. Yeah, let's go on another street down here. I was gonna try to ride next to our security guy, and he went this way. I thought he was gonna go down the other way. I'm so used to all my coworkers going the opposite way. Let's go. Oh man, it's gonna be a longer trip going this way for sure. Woo! By the right here in this car, thing's bagged and the bag is bad. Woo! Let's go, baby! My eyes are watering. It is so cold out here. Oh man, this thing is such an adrenaline rush. Every time I ride it, I love it. This thing is so fun. Oh, it'd be so hard to get rid of this thing. Oh crap, I want to go this way. Woo! Now these brakes work, even though they're factory, but man, I can tell that I will need some brake pads soon. I noticed that they kind of glide a little bit more than I would like, but I also kind of like that just a tad because I feel like if I slam on these too much, like when I first had these pads in here, it was sketchy as hell. And it would lock up and you feel like you're gonna wreck. You just slide all over the place. So anyways, this is awesome. I can see everything with my Fisher Half House light. It's been a long time since I've seen this light working. Long time. Now we don't really need to sit at lights. Woo, see, I got the back to slide. Whoa, you mean thing. Oh, smell rubber. Love it. Love it. Let me see, can I do a burnout? Oh wait, no. I was going back and it wasn't doing it, and I went like half throttle. Surprised it didn't just kick on and like do a backflip without me on it. That's how I wrecked the very first time I was on this thing. Trying to do a wheelie, like the second week I had it, think I was a badass like everybody else, and nope. Just not used to it, you know, like you hit the throttle and then when you start leaning more back, you grab the throttle even more, and yeah, I gave it all the beans and I wasn't on it, and it's all bad. It's all bad. All right, so I was gonna go down one more street, but realized it's really cold, and I'm gonna go backtrack. I'm gonna go home because your boy has to go to the office and go edit some footage. Woo-hoo! Still worried about getting pulled over in this thing. I would hate to get pulled over though. Like right now, it is way too cold to just be sitting here and like dealing with a cop while I just want to go home and be underneath a blanket with the heater on. But again, so far, nothing wrong with this bike at all. Like, surprising. Like, I think it just has to do with the weight and the power on this thing. So I'm just glad it's working. Like, no issues. I've been kind of romping on it right now and nothing. Now, the bike is pretty smooth for the most part. Oh, let me make sure no one's behind me. Okay, there is no one behind me. Let me hit the battery button. And I'm down to 71%. It's absolutely crazy because going to work was only 4.5 miles. And since I took this longer route, I'm probably going to do closer to 6, maybe 6.5 miles going home. It dumbfounds me like how fast this battery goes down, especially since it's 35 or about 40, somewhere around there right now. So the battery goes down way faster when it's colder. Woo. And I really want to order some tacos right now. That sounds so good. But they speak Spanish, and they do understand a little bit of English, but even my girl, when we come over here, sometimes they get the stuff wrong, or she has to correct them, and she has to say it in Spanish. Oh, they're closed. What the heck? What the heck? They're normally open until 2 in the morning. What's going on? Well, couldn't get them anyway, but yeah. I don't know Spanish at all, so I'm not going to make myself look dumb. Come on, come on. Woo. Now, honestly, riding this thing, I will get home faster in this thing than my Tesla, believe it or not. because you really just don't have to sit anywhere. I'm not saying to run red lights or nothing, but it just picks up speed fast. You're not in a big like boat. I'm not weighing like 5,000 pounds like I'm a little thing on the road. I can go in the bike lane like I can right now. I can pass all this traffic and not have to worry about it. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I should be able to go right now. Yeah, buddy. Just like that. That's how you beat a little bit of the traffic. And I'm out, man. That's like 25 to 40% throttle right there. Nothing crazy. I don't know if they were high beaming me or what. I thought their headlights were changing. It could be. I got this on the brightest it can go. Now, if you guys didn't know about the Fisher Crab House light, go to their website. They have some really good lights. Obviously, this one right here. But when it's summertime, they heat up so much that they actually cut your power. So you won't have like a light that you can go 4 turns and it will go to the highest output. But when it's hot, you can't. All right, so see stuff like this? Like, what car's over there? I just want to make sure it's not a cop or I'm going to go through. All right, I'm going through. Yep. Bye-bye. I got to be able to see behind me, you stupid mirror. Now, I saw a lot of you guys' comments asking me what mirror I have, and I know a lot of people don't watch every little thing on this video, but it's a MIC tuning mirror. MIC tuning, and it's on Amazon, and they're cheap. They're like 14 bucks. The only thing is I'm having an issue because the rubber gaskets that are in here, I smashed them so much that now it's just, it's not even really metal on metal, but it's not locking anymore. But I've had these things for like 3 years on this bike now. And they did the job, but now I think they've just been worn down by moving them so much. I've had a lot of people on this bike as well, and it's not like people aren't taking care of my stuff. It's just the fact that, like, you know, things get worn in and people do stuff that's different than you do, and yeah, so it is what it is. But I definitely think we're going to stop on the videos of this thing, maybe go to something else I have in my garage to review. But what I want to do is kind of go over this, do a lot of maintenance on it. I know I sprayed some chain stuff on here, so that's helping, but I really need to go over the pedal chain. And what I really wanted to do a long time ago is change the sprocket out. So I have a sprocket that we need to go down to. Right now I'm on a 48 tooth, if I'm not mistaken, or a 46. I want to go down to a 42, and then I really want to see how fast we can go. But realistically, we're not going to get that top speed unless the battery and everything is warmed up. And we're not also going to get that top speed unless we're like 90% and above. So you get a few passes and that's it. And I just don't think it's going to do it in the cold. Maybe during the day I can try, but I don't know. We'll have to figure it out one of these days. But definitely want to take the controller off, go through all the wires, clean them up, you know, take them off. Just make sure, you know, there could be some like not bad connection. It's running good, but just to kind of clean it up, make sure everything's like top notch. Maybe order some SURRON spray or something, see if he'll sponsor me. We were friends back in the day, man. I'm still cool with him, but I know he's busy as shit. Even me not even being at 100,000 subscribers yet, I am very busy all the time now. I don't have time to always like message people back. And I could just imagine him. He has a lot of subscribers, so there's a lot of people messaging him. And it's cool. I like that he does giveaways and stuff on these things. I really wish that I can get into that. I just ain't making SURRON money yet. I really ain't. One of these days though, we'll see if we just keep going. And I really appreciate you guys watching this video. It wasn't a range test or nothing like that. It was just to kind of have some fun, but I guess I'll kind of tell you this information while we're in the video. 63. I went another 2 miles, maybe 2.5 miles after I told you guys, and I went from 71 to 63. That's crazy, or somewhere around there. It's wild. I mean, we are in the street, being like a car. But I don't know. I think I want to get another electric dirt bike. I want to move up to like 96 volts. And I don't think I want to do a 96 volt battery on here. I want to do it on a bike that already comes with that type of power, which means if they come out with a controller for those, you could definitely probably get more amps if you get a different battery. Maybe, I don't know, we'll have to see. But you guys are the true MVPs of the channel. I love all you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully we hit 100K by the end of this year. But I don't know, it's looking a little slim. I think we're going to fall short, but we'll find out. All right, later, guys.